righty, here we go. Part 2 for today, September 25th, here at the Avocado Show. The Avocado Show. Let me see. Oh, yeah, he has it. Okay, thanks, 1AM. I appreciate that. Thank you for sending me that. Or sending out Square Meal. That two square. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. So let's go. And let's see what we got here. Let's do a handful of donos and then some cheesies. SB76, how you doing? This is you coming up right here. And let's see what we got here. We are going to listen to some more metal. Oh, I like the sound of the song. Whenever I hear Requiem, I know we're in for some heavy darkness. A closing chapter. Like a mass requiem. The name of this band is called The Last Martyr. And these guys are another Aussie metalcore band. They're from Melbourne. And this song features Daniel from another Australian band called Alt. Okay. SB's bringing it into the house. Everybody get your headbanging gear going. Now let me get my little area here ready to go. And let's do this. All right.
Call it what you want, call it what you need. To feel you're getting comfort. You take then crawl back to me. Ooh, ooh. Call it what you want, call it what you need. Too late for starting over. To time has no sympathy. Ooh, ooh.
There's that pattern I always talk about.
Former believers said to brace myself for the end of love. Dress for the reckoning and sparkling just like the seeds of
Scalpel-like precision in production on this.
How do we let us surely die? Now it's 2 minutes to midnight. Call it what you want, call it what you need. To feel you're getting comfort. You take then crawl back to me. Ooh, ooh. Call it what you want, call it what you need. Too late for starting over.
That
The time has no sympathy.
arrangement in the back, really nice.
I can't believe in anything beyond what I couldn't see or was cut from. The truth of all we're meant to be. My stomach's aching. I don't trust all the lies that you're peddling. Breathe it in like a drug, it's adrenaline. Just help me
You notice they keep the trap hats all the way through this, right? Or a good part of it. Even though the drummer's crushing.
You're just a memory with nothing to show now. Call it what you want, call it what you need. To feel you're getting comfort. You take then crawl back to me. Ooh, ooh. Call it what you want, call it what you need. Too late for starting over. The time has no sympathy. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, for some reason, this is a killer drop, but I thought they were going to go cut time here. There's no two ways about it. This band holds to the fire. Let me find, there we go. Like when they make these abrupt adjustments in production where they're just going to give you this, I guess you want to call it EDM core. Trust me, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just what I don't know how to articulate it. where everything obviously is more synthier, more padded. I think like her verses and stuff like that. You really hear like the, you know, the hi-hats, you know, the trap hi-hats, you know, cutting through and everything. First of all, her voice is just sizzly, beautiful, fantastic, powerful. And I take it, I think, from what I understand, she does some of her own fried vocals as well. It looks like it would be as such. But then when they dive into the metal aspect of the gentiness of it, or that's not maybe the fair way to say it, because I just get so confused sometimes with all the genres, the heaviness of the guitars powering, and you still hear some of the elements of the EDM kind of hanging over the top, which is a good thing. This is something that I had mentioned in the earlier, you know, part 1 of my stream about where we're pushing these elements of production to have so much pull and dynamics into, you know, it's like like I said, they hold to the fire that this is like a metalcore band, but yet taking partial sections that are nothing but the more electronic aspects of it, the pads, the sequences going on, the trap drums. There was times where there was a marriage between the trap drums and the drummer, and then they leaned a little more on the out part of the song into more of the metal part of the performance. So I think, you know, perhaps, and this was just released, what, 8 days ago. So perhaps this is like what we're, you know, as I had said in that other, you know, earlier in the first part of the show, that where we're going with production and pushing all these limits are going to yield some very unique, uncharted lands in genres. You know, and this is a great example of that. Or B, I'm just so unaware of what's out there. Maybe there's a lot of other bands that have the same kind of style of production. But this was, you know, as recent as a release of 8 days ago. And it's really funny because the hashtag here that you guys can't see is, okay, metalcore, Requiem, but female fronted metal. Female fronted metal, you know, so that's like that push, I guess, for female vocalists and being front in metal bands. But I love the track. It put me on not by musicianship or anything, but just like in production, like we're pushing all the levels here. So very well done. She's got a great voice, and I noticed there was a back and forth between male and female as well in the vocal performances. So. Super cool beanie-ish it was. The Driver 458 is you into house. I am going to be doing your track. It's a game from Tekken 4, which I guess apparently is 2001. Let's see what we got. This is, according to the way he filled out the form, a jazz track. So from Tekken. The name of the track is Bit Crusher. So the little message here is meaty upright bass line, question mark. Giant horn section, question mark. Crazy Hammond organ, question mark. Welcome to Tekken 4's Bit Crusher. Very well done. You took the time out to do that. Tekken is widely regarded as one of the best fighting game franchises of all times, and their OSTs are half the reason why. The 8th installment released this year to critical acclaim. Okay. Well, then we're doing this, and let's see if you're right. No, I'm kidding. What do I know? Here we go. Oh my God, they saturated the upright bass. Oh, I'm sorry, you're never going to unhear that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Cowboy Bebop vibe. Doesn't it? the drummer's crushing. Ooh, somebody get a fire extinguisher for that Leslie. Yeah, Tank. That's another one. Yeah, without a doubt. Some really great playing there going on there. Ooh, that sizzles the shit out of me. Chaos. I guess like fighting, right? Whatever's happening here. It sounds like we could be looping. I love that. Second arrangement there with that horn line. Batman meets Tank, totally. Ooh, the drummer was smoking in that. That, you know what? It was a kick-ass track. No two ways about it. I loved, you know, the oversaturation of the bass. Had a little bit of a sizzle on it. Really fun, catchy little secondary levels of loops, just like I was joking around. Batman, Batman, Batman. I got to tell you something. I love the way the organ was performed, but that sizzly top frying end, I don't know how long I would have lasted playing the game on this. I would have been like, get me out of this boss fight or whatever it was, just for my head. Maybe because of my age, I guess I'll count to that. That over fried, you know, Leslie vibe, if it was a Leslie or, you know, the Hammond, the B3, whatever, was a little like, for my cans, I guess the way it was responding in frequency was like, I hope I want to get past this game really quick if that's what it was. You know who was the real unsung hero there, as far as I was concerned? That drummer was just crushing it, but he was just kind of back there in the mix. You know, all the rest of the sizzle took a lot of the front-loaded stuff. The bass player was crushing. Great turnarounds. There were a couple phrases during the turnarounds that were just insane. Just incendiary, just like the sound of the organ. But who was back there? There was a lot of stuff where I was like sitting there. I was taken aback by the engineering techniques used to saturate the bass and whatever the case is. But then all of a sudden there was a lot of times where that drummer came flying in out of nowhere, you know, and just smoked some great turnarounds and stuff. So yeah, that's That's what I'm saying. Anyhow, thank you for bringing that into the house. We appreciate it. Let's see here. Baja Schmancer. Baja Schmancer, where are you, Ming? Oops. Oh, God, I just blew it on the form. Oh, no. Nope, I didn't blow it too bad. Okay, I recovered. Pull up. Pull up. So Baja Schmancer wants us to do a little bit. Hey, how are you, Baja Schmancer? Wants us to do a little bit of metal. We are going to change some gears here. Thank you for your dono. Very kind. Appreciate it. This is a band called Paradise Lost, or an artist band. And the name of the track is Until the Grave. You guys ready for this? You guys know this track? Let me know. I don't know. Do you know it? Tell me. Ooh, this sounds like some wonderful old school. Legacy sounding. God, I love the sounds of this. This is like so nostalgic. I love the tones of the guitars. It's so in your throat. I love that part. I'm so with you, Dan Registration, on that. God, the distance in the mixing with the hi-hat is... funny, an early reflection off the snare on the right side of like the room. is just so authentic and raw. That 70s elements with some of the more gnarlier, darker kind of vibes to it. Like, this is like just so root-based metal. I mean, that's how I feel about it, because I don't have anything to pull from except from the fact that it sounds like a band that went in there and just absolutely crushed it. Yes, organic. That'd be the best way to actually put that. The way, and very much so, Steve Albini style. And then people were talking about other bands that, you know, the Gojira meets Hidden Menace. And I also heard, I forgot if it was Lisa or SB that talked about the Melvins. But for me, I mean, that's a lot of, you know, like I have to think about that more than actually be able to put together as influence, because I don't have a lot of experience with those bands. But what I do know is what it really felt like to me was just the more purest, rawest form of performance, in the sense that, yeah, it was very Black Sabbath, without a doubt. I mean, but they paved the way. This was maybe an iteration or two later. In production and stuff, but still keeping the authenticity of raw engineering. You know, there were some really nice, you know, I liked some of the arrangements in that. I know that sounds like it's an incidental, but more so, it's like press, record, and go. Human experience about listening to this track. There wasn't like obvious overdubs and stuff going on in there. So it was very, very powerful, extremely powerful. So thank you for hauling that into our experience. Okay, Chaotic Old Boar. Is you here? Let me see what we got here. Chaotic Old Boar wants us to listen to a track from the artist or the band Umbilical Brothers. Have you ever heard of Umbilical Brothers? I've never heard of that. Or maybe, I don't know. This one is called Feeling Good from the Umbilical Brothers. I don't know. Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the legends of Australian comedy that are the Umbilical
Okay,
Brothers.
I'm good for this. I don't care.
Hello. Thought we might try something different tonight, if it's okay with you.
What do you have in mind?
Expectations. A little of a song. I thought maybe I could sing a song.
You?
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Backup vocals?
Backup vocals.
Is that all right?
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
All right.
Sweet. All right.
All right. Just back it up. Back it up.
Okay. What's the song about? What's the message?
About life.
Life.
Life in all its many facets and forms.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay. What key are we in?
Key of life.
Damn straight.
Okay.
Key of Jeeves.
Just hit
The
me.
Key of Jeeves.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
That's life.
That's great. That's great. Sun in the sky, you know.
That's life.
Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good. They can't hear me, they can only hear you.
Too much? Too much?
Bring it down a few notches.
How far should I?
22. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free.
well done.
Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine.
So, did you say pine?
Pine tree. Scent,
Yeah.
smell of a pine. The biggest pine tree I've ever seen. See it? It's like
Beautiful, sweet. Got it.
hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Okay.
Scent of the pine.
That's life.
My freedom is mine.
I know how you feel.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
It's life. It's life.
For me.
For you.
Gentle, gentle, gentle. I'm not.
It's life, baby.
And I'm feeling.
Can't do anything with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is that? What are you doing? What?
Scatting.
It's just stupid. It's not even words. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? And listen to this. I mean, seriously, he sounds like the village idiot, doesn't he? Isn't he? Okay, look, this is for his own good.
Fucking no!
That's
Rip
well
your
done.
head off and cock-sucking monkey.
Are you going to behave? This is a sophisticated audience.
And I'm feeling.
All right, I gotta hand it to him. That was pretty mental, and that's a good thing in surfing terms. That was a great performance. It's crazy. It takes a lot of timing. There's a lot of practice that goes into something like that. Don't you think? You know, that's the way when that kind of stuff goes on. You imagine these guys are practicing that. They go wherever they go for rehearsals and stuff like that and put together something like that. Very well done. Very unique. Here on the channel, I have to admit, that's the very first time that I've done anything like this. And I'm sure they're brilliant with the rest of their comedy sketches, and maybe this is a standout thing that they do with song. But the guy is a really great performer. He was staying right in key through the whole performance, so apparently he is a singer, and he can keep, the key in his head and where he's at, melodically singing without any support. There's no two, and having to perform that way too. I'm very amateurish in my ventriloquism, but when I have to do my voice to another puppet, if I'm doing two puppets and my voice, and having to counter all that stuff and do all that, and then stop talking, this one talks, this one makes something, and I do it, and we go fast. It's a lot of work, just a hell of a lot of work. And these guys with their whole miming kind of vibe in between, the performances, I thought, damn well done. And obviously they do well. That's a fairly large theater there. So, yay. Thank you for that. That was really trippy. I enjoyed it very much. Very unorthodox, but dug it. All right, Jack Zyra, where you be? What do we got here, Jack Zyra? Oh, they're legends, are they, in Australia? Well, it seems like they have a wonderful, their timing is impeccable. All right, let's see if Jack Zyra's, I don't know if Jackie's here. But if he's not, once again, guys, you know where to go, right? Where do you find all the videos? If I have to export them and put them on YouTube, the channel might show up sooner or later. I don't know if I have any mods left, but if I do, or maybe somebody pop it in there where you can join on the YouTube channel to follow up. Oh, there it is. Skibby! There it is, right there. If you'd like to... go over to YouTube and just join there because I export this always to there just in case we miss it. Hopefully I don't get blocked and get my third strike. Jeez, I'm hovering on a third strike, guys. Channel might have exploded. Anyhow, Jick Zero wants us to do a band called the Linda Lindas. Linda Lindas. And the name of the song is let me see. Discovered this band because they opened for Green Day just a week ago here, and I love them. And this was the song that stuck with me most from their set. I think this does a good job of displaying all of their vocals in one song because all the drummer take the lead on different songs. All but the drummer. Okay, guys, we're doing this. I'm excited. Jack, where are you, Jack? Jack 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Oh my God, that's such a classic. That old Rollin'. Oh my God.
When I say something, I wish I had shut up. And when I try to help, I always screw things up. The places that feel right, they never last too long. And when I think of things, they always turn out wrong.
I could see them opening up for Green Day.
When I say something, nobody backs me up. When I try by myself, I mess it up.
There's a little bit of the Missing Persons vibe in here, isn't there?
And when I try to help, it never is enough.
I like that kind of pure rock orange cab vibe with the guitar tones. I'm sorry, but this is so Missing Persons, which is a great thing. Yeah, Devo too as well, Kyrie. Yep.
When do I say something? Say anything at all. It seems that when I try, I always take the fall. But when I don't speak up, there's nothing but regret. I can't stop thinking of what could have happened next.
Good sound for that bass as well. Is that a jazz? Nice little riff. Having the best time ever. Absolutely killed it. I thought they did a great job. Fully love the track. Let me get to a nice little spot. Stop. There we go. Yeah, I could definitely hear them opening up for Green Day, but there's no two ways about it. I'm sorry. I'm going to lean in on this. A lot of Missing Persons kind of vibe from that band from, were they predominantly 70s or early 80s, Missing Persons? I think maybe what may have sold me on it, though, is her voice has kind of the same texture as, I forgot the lead singer's name of Missing Persons. She was married to the drummer Bosio. Nonetheless, so fun, upbeat, punky with a little pop overtones. Obviously, in the video, having the best time ever. Really super, like I said, it's just really upbeat. But to be like an opening act for Green Day, that's a big thing. And they definitely have that kind of quality to get everybody pumped up for a Green Day show, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm talking about. So the Linda Lindas. And when was this released? This is, oh, it's got 666,000 views, 666K. It was released 3 years ago from Epitaph. All right, Epitaph. Epitaph or Epitaph. Okay, who do we got next? Crossface Buffalo Wing. Well, no. There is no wing at Crossface Buffalo ending. I don't know why I just added that. Maybe I'm getting hungry. So, yeah. Is Crossface in the house? Crossface, are you in the house? Crossface, are you in the house? Okay. Crossface would like us to do Astro Bot. What is Astro Bot? He's on Minecraft. He's in our server. Somebody send him a flare. If he's there. Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, you were sus about, you know, we thought maybe you were hanging out in the server in the Netherlands. Netherlands? Neither of that. What is the name of that part of Minecraft? The Neanderthal, the Nethers? I don't know. Anyhow, guys, this song is called Astro, and the game is Astro Bot. No, neither. So what does he have here? This track is from Astro Bot PS5 that released on September 6, 2024. Wow, just, okay, recent. So we got recent music in the house. It plays during the first fully explorable level that I highly recommend this game for PS5 owners. Feel free to look it up. Actually, I've seen... Have we listened to some of the former other OST from this? Because for some reason I recognize the art. Also, feel free to look up some gameplay at some point to see what the game is all about. Do they have it on Steam, or is it still just a PS5 only kind of vibe? I don't know. I asked the questions, but I'll play the music. Let's go. All right. Just PS5, folks. Oh, fun, catchy, super cool. Looking at the characters and listening to music, I don't know what kind of game this is, but it definitely sounds super fun, like kids in their like 7, 8, 9-year-olds could play this. I mean, it just gives out that vibe, as well as other gamers of all ages. Scratches. It's just so light on the vibe, you know what I mean? It's so approachable, the music. Especially during gameplay. I like a lot of the synth work, a lot of the ambient work that's going on in the background. There's the choice of the pads. Even on that lead, there's like a half a second pre-delay on the reverb. those songs that are like, hey, let's all get along. Let's all do something fun. You bring the yellow square. No, you bring the circle blue thing. No, don't forget the triangle. Fun track, easy on the ears, laid back. For those of you who've played the game or know anything about it, apparently, it looks like it's like kind of a fun vibe. That there isn't a lot of murderous things happening in the platformer. I'm sure every platformer has its, you know, its foes, if you would. But you know, that could be like a pile of quicksand or something of that nature. But you know, how much of a decision can I make out of watching, looking at a thumbnail? But the music was very fun and lighthearted and young and approachable and accessible. So, I guess depending the kind of mood, I guess somebody had mentioned too that this is kind of the game where you kind of want to be in a moody kind of vibe, meaning like it's that thing. But apparently this track was just released a couple weeks ago. But I don't know exactly. I don't know that actually means that the game was, I guess, recently released, perhaps. That be what it is. Just really fun. Just really fun kind of synthy, pop-ish, upbeat kind of vibes. And I'm sure it's probably something, I'm sure it'll keep you going through gameplay. It is full in production, though. I will say that. It's really full in its production. So when you listen to it, I guess while you're doing gameplay, you're getting full ear treatment of... I don't know. I think I say that because it looks very lighthearted from this thumbnail, but yet the production of it is pretty... I wonder where it sits in the mix when it's gameplay. All right, Doc Doom. You is up next, Docky Doomy. Are you still in the house, Doc Doom? We have a band from Doc Doom. You know what this means when Doc Doom comes in. You know. In most cases, though, he did lay a track on us, I think, last week or a couple weeks ago that was kind of out of the ordinary for what we're used to. Doc Doom, here he is. Yep, he's already warning us. This is going to be a turnaround, he says. The name of the artist is Chat Pie. Chat Pile. Ugh, sorry. The name of the song is Funny Man. And the fact that he doesn't give us any description or message knows that we have got to be mindful of the volume on our cans or headsets or whatever, because I think this is going to hit hard. Here we go. God, I so dig that bending work.
I broke my knees upon the pearl and onyx and a hollow trophies built to honor my father. Built the book, gave them as much as they wanted, so I could dance for myself, I still had to give them my body. Different mask. Different brain.
Has a little bit of that Beck vibe, doesn't it? Oh, gross. Well done.
Outside, there's no mercy. Outside, there's no mercy.
Yeah, it does have that Primus vibe.
Outside, there's no mercy. Outside, there's no mercy. And not everyone can hide. Not everyone gets to hide.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. So Three Little Pigs, Lisa. That's what it is. Trying to get that fizzle in my head.
The wicked just started dancing and clapping, and my big strong hands killed the people they told me. There are times that I can almost believe it. I can almost
Great guitar arrangement there. throaty tones for the bass and the guitar. God, the rattling on the bass. What the hell's that noise? Okay, this was a badass. Oops, this was a badass track. Yeah, sorry guys, my Discord server was, or my browser was open and messed up the whole thing. The Primus vibe, the Meshuggah bending, that whole thing was just, I just love that sound. And what I love is the actual tones they decided to use to make it even more like taking a mallet and hitting a long cable on a telephone pole support thing, just this shaky bottom end. Yeah, visceral, great way to put it. And but yet the way it opened up, it almost, I like that. At first I was going, it's got kind of a Beck vibe. But I think it was Lisa or SB, I forget, that actually hit it with, like, had that little pigs, let me, had that kind of vibe to it. Something powerful about tracks like this, that if they hit that headbanging nerve a certain way, because there's a bazillion tracks released every year that has really good headbanging, you know, potential, but every now and then you hear something that just grinds out, and this is one of those tracks that really grounded it out for me. And so Doc Doom, of course, hit it out of the park with this one. And this only released one day ago, 18,000 views. Let me share this with you guys really quick with chat, just in case you want to check that out, put it on your own playlist. But Doc Doom slipping in with the dono, thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to do one more dono, and then I'm going to do a couple of Wheel of Cheeses, and I got to bail. My friends are going to be here in 20 minutes, and we got to get some surf before the sun goes down. Get kind of sharky a couple weeks ago, too. I'll tell you about that a little later. All right. This one here is coming from Cycloid. Cycloid. And this is, oh, we're going to end up with a game here. Cycloid, is you into house? Maybe not. This is from Warframe. Actually, I got a friend of mine that where I teach and do nonprofit work is playing Warframe once again, saying, oh man, I just keep on coming back into it. The message is, when you listen to the last Warframe song, you mentioned hearing some pirate themes. This was a Chain Gang song, or that was a Chain Gang song. But now you can listen to the actual pirate song from the game with the sea shanty. Oh, I see. All right, cool beans. All right, Cycloid, let's go. Oh, there you are, buddy. Here we go.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys, from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, then we'll be sleeping in the cold below.
Oh, shanty
Sisters,
pirate.
below, below, we're going
Nice
where the
song.
winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Our sailing ships for the hard and the quick, we roll our load and go. There's a living to be made, or there's hell to pay when you're sleeping in the cold below. Sisters, below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
love all the independent instrumentation.
There's a
with it.
man on high with the devil in his eye and a golden hand, I'm told. It can hurt you, it can hold you, he can kick you or console you when you're sleeping in the cold below.
I love that.
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
Nice.
Oh, sisters, you so wise and true. When it's my time to go, won't you lay me down under granum crowns, and I'll be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
Nice voice.
Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold. Sisters,
Great vocal arrangements
below,
here.
below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Today we sail on the solar rail, for there's much we just don't know. So farewell with a kiss, then it's fast for the mist, till we're all sleeping in the cold below.
Is this like a cut scene? This track? Is this the end of it? I guess so. So I mean, it's an incredibly so well produced and arranged track. It definitely has that pirate shanty kind of vibe and everything. But when I was talking about the kind of the individual instrument aspect of the arrangements, it wasn't like sections of instruments. It was one instrument handling this, one instrument handling this, one instrument handling this, except for the multiple vocal arrangements that were going on. And that, to me, gives me in my mind kind of, you could see each one of those instruments being played somewhere in a circle, you know, around a fire while this song was being sung, you know, kind of vibe. So I guess you guys are saying this is part of a side quest. So they're looking for something, but this is going on. Now, something like this, is it timed? I don't understand still how that might work if this track is, you know, 3 minutes long and it takes you 10 minutes to get through this if the song repeats itself or something. But it was a great song, and I could see how this would have a lot of stick value melodically in the gameplay experience. You know, and I know that Warframe is a very successful game out there. Tons of people playing it and stuff. Not me, but that's just what I'm thinking. Let me see. What do we got here? It's at the climax of this side quest. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's when you're fighting off swarming enemies. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Cycloid. Pirate metal. There is, I do like pirate metal, actually. Maybe I'll just write some pirate metal. That's what I feel like I'm sitting out there when these swells are coming in. Dun, 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 dun. We've had a couple of pretty big tiger sharks be swimming out back lately. A lot of people are kind of... Spot hasn't been... The areas where I usually surf there hasn't been big enough, the kind of crowds that are usually there. It's been a little spooky lately. A friend of mine was doing some stand-up paddling at a place called 5 O's last week, and he was coming back from Waimea or something, and he said, you know, he saw a pod of dolphins out in the distance. Then in between the pod of dolphins and him, there was all this thrashing in the water, and he could have swore it was a tiger versus turtle that was going on. And so they're out there. We're visitors in their ocean, you know. I'm just not hoping to be on their checklist bite or check bite list or something like that. I don't know. Wheel of Cheese. Here we go. I'm going to do one of each. One newbie, one pobre, and one noob cheese here. So give me a second. Okay, let's check out with the newbie doobies. The newbie doobies, here we go. Look at that, not that many on the newbie doobies. Gives everybody a nice fair shot here. So let's go ahead and take this spin. Are you guys ready for some spin? We're spinning it. Let's go. Some good odds there. Hey, looks like Panda Cry for Help. Panda Cry for Help, is UB in the house? Let's see. What does Panda want? Panda would like. Hey, there's Panda. How are you? Okay, Panda. Looks like we're staying with the theme of a little bit of. Well, no, the last one wasn't metal, but this one's going to be metal, courtesy of Panda. And this one is called. The name of the band is called Corelia. And the name of the track is Facade, I guess, or Facade? Facade. Maybe that's what, Facade, was I right? Is it Facade? Long story about this band, the short of it is this demo version from an album that got never fully finished. It's still a great track. All right. Facade. Okay, I'm sorry. You guys know me. I didn't graduate high school. I write good. Here we go. God, the driving of the bass on this, so connected. Nice. What a great voice. Nice voicings on the chords as well. But that bass tone is just so powerful. It almost sounds like this track might be a little... You know, by listening to the drums and stuff, maybe this is like an MP3 at 128 or something. Voice.
Maybe the way we've been taught is fundamentally flawed. Maybe it's gone wrong.
That's all I have to say about that. That was a unique place to hear that solo, but then using a synth too. Unique choice.
Nobody really cares for what you think. Wait for the I see the gears turning your head, grinding away at the dawn of your dead. Light the fire of information on me. Once, twice, strike with favor divine. We are transcendent. Oh, Father, soon I will be by your side. Honor will never die. Once, twice, strike with favor divine.
You can hear the gating on the guitar.
Oh, Father, soon I will be by your side. Honor will never die. Once, twice, strike with favor divine. We are transcendent. Oh, Father, soon I will be by your side.
Freaking badass track. That's all I have to say about that. The name of this band is called Corelia. Corelia. There was one of the things that I was just kind of listening to through this whole thing was actually the engineering. The track was really good. I really dug the song and everything, but the drum engineering was really unique, especially on the kick as well. But the track was great. I loved it. I thought it was badass. A little kind of not too sure about that synth lead in it. And when I say not too sure, it's like I'm like, where did it come from? And I'm listening to the rest of the arrangements to see if I can hear other keyboard arrangements in there. So if maybe if there is a keyboardist in the band was kind of hanging back and hanging low, you know, who was just kind of cruising and doing some stuff in the background that was really sunk behind the mix, and then they had that moment of, you know. You know what? That's a really good point, Panda. If that was just like a holder or something for the guitar player, that makes all the sense in the world. But it's still the crushing track. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you have too. For the last, how many hours have I been on? I don't even know. I think maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours maybe, but hanging in there for, and you won as well. So thank you. Okay, last spin, guys. This is going to be queso pobre, big fat piece of cheese here. Let me refresh what we got going on. And let me see everyone here. How long? Oh, I've been on for 3.5 hours. Ah, that's kind of what I was expecting. Okay, guys, one more spin. Queso pobre. Alrighty. Let me see what we got here. Are you guys ready? Is everybody ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. Spin, guys. Here we go. All right. Call out your color too. You know? Here we go. Who do we got? Who do we got? Oh. Gummy Bear with the yellow Chewy. Gummy Bear Chewy. Where EBU? Oh, there you are, Gummy Bear. You won. Look, Gummy Bear won. All right, Gummy. Here we go. One of our usual suspects hanging out here. Let's see what Gummy Bear would like. Look, he hasn't even come back to say hi. He's like, he's so happy he can't type in, I'm right, I'm here. Okay, Gummy Bear, let's see what we got here. Gummy Bear would like us on the very last track here for us on the stream. What are we going to do here? We are going to do... This one is called I Am Here. No, that's not what it's called. That's what he's saying. Gummy Bear is here. This one is called, oh, criminy. I'm going to get this wrong. Fendahlene? Fendahlene, maybe? It's called The Big Reveal. I don't know where the source of inspiration, but the lyrics reminded me of the COVID pandemic and the lockdowns that came from it. Alrighty. Here we go. Gummy Bear Chewy. For the win here at Queso Pobre. Let's go. All right. David Bowie vibes already. Jägermeister.
We've been all shut down for so long now. Nothing seems to be moving. What'll happen next? Trying to second guess. Feels like all that I'm doing. Hey, am I the only one who feels confused and uncertain? I've got nothing but my soul to sell. Is it worth anything? Can you help me out? Everybody's waiting for the big reveal. Everybody's hoping that
Great track.
it's the real deal. We'll know that this the last chance and you will
Fun gallop to baseline.
won't hide. We've been locked away, there's no escape, nothing on the horizon. Things were looking up, we thought we were done, but now everything has been tightened. Hey, we're not the only ones with conflicting emotions. We've got nothing but our souls to sell. Are they worth anything? Can you help us out? Everybody's waiting for the big reveal. Everybody knows it's
This is really well written and arranged.
this is a zero-sum game. We all say it, we still play it. We can't hide.
Put the mic to the speaker, hit it, go. I love this sound on the solo. Very Beatles here, right? Bass player's having the best time ever. Now that was a badass way to end up with our last track of the stream. Oh, nice little finishing Piranha kind of vibe right there. Super great track, man. And it definitely had the vibes of like just good all-time rock vibes to it, with the clean production and everything. Why do I want to say James Taylor-ish? Not really, but there were some melodic things that kind of referenced it for me. But this was a perfect track to finish up on. And so I appreciate Gummy hanging out there for the big spin, the last one. And for everybody that's been lurking and hanging around, I think I had a nice bunch of people coming in and hanging out for my return, if you would.